Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. In the last episode, we went to Henry's room, but Henry wasn't there, and there were also no signs of a break-in. It's big sus. Oh, who are we visiting again? Dalston! That was the damn rich kid from the school, right? And he's some kind of big fish in the casino business. We were just in the house. Psst, how's it going? Quite well, thank you. How are you? Just judging things. Don't buy the glitzy sheen of this town. There's a dirty power struggle going on beneath the surface. Do tell. Do listen. Nothing free in the world except wishes, though. How about you solve this puzzle and we'll see what happens? Ooh. It's a 50-50 here, unless there's a catch. The bartender places 5 bottle caps on the bar, with the star logos facing up. She closes her eyes and starts turning caps over at random, counting every turn. Once she reaches 25, suddenly slams her hand onto the bar. Is she flipping the hand? At 25. Is it cap number 25? Can we tell which cap it is? What if it's sideways? No. That would be a significant elevation to the hand. At random? What? What does this mean? What does the hand mean? He closes her eyes. Five bottle caps. Yeah, there's 5 of them. She's not counting 25 bottle caps. "25 flips. So 3 times 8. And they started with the star up. That's an odd number. That's also an odd number. So we've got 22, right?
Don't keep me in suspense.
No. Oh,
Perhaps I
20.
need another look.
25, not 24. I'm confused.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
Where did I get 24?
That was a challenge, to be sure.
As promised, I'll spill the beans. But you gotta promise to pick him up. See, the Ledors brought this down a while ago using money Mr. Ledor found while he was treasure hunting. And you've got Dalston, who built a bunch of hotels over the years and made some nice coin here in town. These recent miracles sure seem to be jeopardizing all of Mr. Ledor's work. Catch my drift? If the Ledor holdings fall apart or lose their value, Dalston stands to benefit. Is that what you're getting at? Hey, look! I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I think there's a conspiracy here. Find who benefits from this chaos. In other words, you think Alphonse Dalston is the masked gentleman? I'm not sure Alphonse Dalston could fit into the masked gentleman's pants, but it can't hurt to talk to him. The gate doesn't have a puzzle. Is that blood? Maybe it's just red paint. Nothing from these people? What about you? Right here, folks. You wanted, guys, got it. And the museum seems to be open. Montador is so gaudy. I love it. It's like classical, post-ironic, nouveau moderne. Your hat is absolutely exquisite. I love the whole classic gentleman look. I'm Yuming, by the way. Ah, well, thank you. I strive to be one, and not only in dress. I hear English gentlemen appreciate a good puzzle. You should enjoy this. Donuts! But one side is blank. The family of three runs a mobile donut shop. Their most popular item is a 4-glaze donut. Maybe that one glaze is orange or transparent. There are 12 donuts here, 3 of which were made by the mother of the family. She makes donuts in her own unique way. The glaze on the donuts is the same on both sides, but 4 are different. Pink next to orange. Maybe it's orange flavored. And white is plain cream. No. What if white is yellow frosting or white chocolate? Pink next to orange. These two. No, I've seen 5 here, so it's the ones with pink opposite orange. Orange next to brown, if it's orange flavored next to chocolate. I like that. See, pink and orange on the opposite sides. Three of them.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
This masked gentleman certainly is puzzling. I heard he turned a group of people into stone. I wonder how he does that. He's claiming he performed some sort of miracle. I suspect there's more to it than that, or less to it, if you will. The police are investigating the matter, but a gentleman like yourself may be better equipped to solve such a mystery. You should look into investigating the masked gentleman. Haha, yes, I may just do that. I may look into the other hotels here. This tall tower, I wanted to check it. It's still closed? I thought the door was open, maybe it's just dark. But where is Dalston's mansion? Oh, this orange road. The orange trail. Anything new here? Nope, just a crate. Are those wings or fish? And that reminds me of the Who Answers question, are penguins fish or chickens? Well, they're clearly more like chickens. Now this way. Mr. Idor hardly goes home anymore. I mean, at least I don't see him. Not that I'm keeping an eye out or nothing. Wait, no, that was the mask shop, right? Go explore the city, see the attractions. It might help you in your investigation. Since the masked gentleman likes to target crowds, you should do the same. You have a puzzle. When will I learn? Never bet on black. Never bet on black. Looks like jam and haggis sandwiches for me all week. Again. What? You... What kind of bet was that? Not only did you bet money wrong in the casino, but you also decided to punish yourself like this if you lose? Pardon me, sir. We are seeking information on the masked gentleman. Might we speak with you for a moment? But if I knew anything about the masked gentleman, I'd be down at the police station collecting my reward money. But if I were to wager, I guess I'd bet that he's a poor sap who's just down on his luck. I don't think he's such a bad guy. Oh, really? Why do you say that? Picture this. The poor guy gets struck blind in the casino. He loses everything because it's all fixed. What's he supposed to do? Rig it back. A wrong game. Are we both speaking of the same masked gentleman here? Wait a second. Do you really think some guy would start terrorizing an entire city just because he lost a few bets? Look, lady, it's a theory, okay? I didn't say it was a good one. It's all crazy. Does it make sense that horses are... just forget it. Are horses turning into people now? Or paintings? What is this about horses? If you think I'm gonna give you info for free, you got another thing coming, pal. Cough up some brain power. Numbers at a roulette. This roulette wheel isn't behaving as it should. Maybe there's a magnet. Instead of stopping at turn on, the ball seems to land on numbers according to some unknown rule. On successive spins, the ball's on... not the ball. No gold clones involved. The ball lands on 10, 9, 8, and 5, and then 3. Let's see. We skip 2. Skip 3. And what now? No, 2, 3, 4. I get it. It changes by the amount of... What grows is the amount of skipped tiles that haven't been hit yet. Yeah, this would be 4 in between to the 3. And going this way, we get 6.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
Counterclockwise location. Did I get the result in the wrong way? First I lose my entire paycheck and now I gotta turn over my only valuable info about those stupid miracles. Now, what was this about horses? And how is this linked to the masked gentleman? Well, all I heard is that if you had a horse to sell around the time he first appeared, you could make some serious dough. That's all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go scrounge around for loose change under some park benches. Why would he think that information was valuable? Was he betting on horse races as well? Turns people into horses, makes them race. Perhaps it has something to do with the incident in which the masked gentleman turned people into horses. Something is fishy here. Or horsey. Maybe they're seahorses that you can make tea out of. Dalston's estate should be west of here. Oh yeah, that's our hotel. Oh. Maybe that was new, but it was just flavor text. I don't think there was anything plot relevant, just talking about the hotel. Being open for commentary. For critique. This is a pleasant surprise. A hidden puzzle. Oh, more bunnies! Oh. Turn all the rabbits brown. Got it.
I'm going for it. Well, that's that.
Yeah, I think I'll be pulling out the VSDC, cause I might be quad speeding a bit. Very taxing, but still enjoyable. I had to check how long the first file was, cause I'm splitting it into files again. Oh yeah, this is just this man again. Wait, no! This must be the circus tent that Juggles the Clown was referring to. Can we go inside? Please? Remember, look, we're not here to have fun. We are looking for clues that will lead us to the masked gentleman. Oh yes, of course. It finally feels a bit like the desert out there. Yes, you can see the characteristic ruins of the region out here. Everything out here is quite breathtaking. This area was once riddled with such ruins. The ruins are gone. Oh, the ruins are a mystery. Victims have yet to be identified. It's quite possible that he replaced people with statues that he made beforehand. Stansbury. I'm interested in seeing both the ruins and the circus very soon, but for now the Dalston residence is just over that way. Oh, checked out the circus yet? You've never seen anything like it, unless you've seen clowns before, or tigers. Look at this, I'm flying! You've seen a flying boy before? See, we do magic here better than that masked hack. Do you think the recent events are the result of some sort of magic trick? All I know is that I've never seen a miracle in my life, but I've seen plenty of magic. There might be more to it than that. The world is full of mysterious things. Some old men at the hotel I'm staying at said the masked gentleman's miracles were the real deal. But that's nonsense. You just gotta look for the patterns in the magic. A school teacher called a bright pupil up to the front of the class and asked him, "Do you see these 5 patterns? Each is made of using 2 paper L shapes. None are rotations or mirrored versions of any other. They all have something in common. Can you make another pattern which shares a common feature?" Ho ho ho! We must be connected. They must touch all sides. What does this mean? No, this has to be somehow more specific than that. Let's see. Not Oh,
I believe I have this one.
I'm so used to there being a submit button.
Excellent puzzle.
It's 2 features. Oh, unfolded cube? That's what you were going for? See? Every puzzle can be solved. And so can every magic trick. I mean, if the masked gentleman really did have some magical powers, then what's the point of even trying to stop him? Every puzzle may have a solution, but some mysteries are beyond explanation. What if the solution is a sword? So there's no unsolvable puzzles, but there are unexplained mysteries? I don't buy it. You raise an interesting point, my boy. Science just hasn't advanced that far yet. Cutscene and a big gate.
Oh, Professor!
Don't move.
This puppy should learn some manners.
I thought we were gonna negotiate. Oh,
Leave that young lady alone. Get back here, now.
but I suppose the Emmy was gonna either fight it or intimidate it. Professor Layton, I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here? Hello, Dalston. It has been some time. Don't tell me you've moved here too. No, actually, I am here on business. You left Stansbury for a successful business career, just as you had planned, I see. Of course, that bug couldn't hold me. Oh, you're not that fat. Besides, Stansbury turned into a ghost town after that mess with the Ascot family. And tourists don't visit ghost towns, which means ghost hotels don't make any ghost money. Or real money either. Ghost money? Do you mean rotten eclairs? Yes, I've heard you've become quite the entrepreneur. I recall that your dream was always to own your own hotels. Yes, and I recall you having more hair. Enough small talk, Layton. What kind of business are you here on? He doesn't want to look like an anime hero anymore. He prefers looking like a Lego man. I'm investigating the recent events surrounding the masked gentleman. Who put you up to this, Angela? Let me guess. You're here to see if I seem suspicious at all, right? Rubbish. What do I have to gain from that maniac terrorizing the town? This chaos is bad for business. Everyone's business. Well, there are rumors of a power struggle taking place in Montedor. If one wanted to hurt an opponent, one might be willing to make a sacrifice or two, no? Hypothetically speaking. Like, frame him for being a supervillain? Why does the masked gentleman send advance warnings of his actions to both you and Henry? Surely many other business owners in town would find such information useful. It certainly seems that there is some sort of connection between the two of you and the masked gentleman, Dalston. Naive as ever, Layton. If anyone is connected to that masked creep, it's Angela. I beg your pardon? Look, Layton, this is real life, not chess. I'm not interested in a sacrifice or two. And you know perfectly well that Angela blamed Henry for Randall's untimely end. Henry encouraged the last expedition. So now, years later, Angela and Henry are married. You know the saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Angela holding a grudge against Henry, After all those years? Come on, Dalston. That seems highly unlikely. About as unlikely as me sacrificing anything I worked for. First off, Angela would never show Henry how much she resents him. Angela hid her resentment when she buried Randall, and she's been plotting her revenge ever since. Don't fall for her nice girl act. Angela never even let you forgive yourself for Randall's death. She drove you straight out of Stansbury. Come on, Layton. I wouldn't say that. That's fine, because I would. Open your eyes, Layton. Henry loved Angela, and he couldn't stand seeing her with Randall. So he sent Randall on that expedition into those ruins, knowing how dangerous it was. No, he was into archaeology. That's ridiculous, Dalston, and rather offensive, I might add. Oh, is it? Then how come Henry kept the secret code of the Norwell Wall to himself? I'll tell you how. Why, so he could get the treasure. The treasure that should have been Randall's. Angela wasn't gonna let him get away with that. This whole masked gentleman fiasco is all her doing. With one stroke, Angela can ruin Henry, get the treasure, and then exact her revenge. Genius! That's quite the tale, Dalston. But without proof, that's all it is. A tale. I hope I'm there when you finally realize the truth, Dalton. You're being played like a cheap violin. This ain't no city of miracles, Layton. It's a city of betrayals. A city of betrayals? But there are so many fun things to do. See, Layton, you're seeing this whole thing through the eyes of a child. What's wrong with that? It's all right, look. Professor, I think we're done speaking with this man. I don't want to hear his nonsense anymore. Oh, this boy has some spirit. You've got a future ahead of you, kid. Maybe you all should pay a visit to the mayor. Oh, really? And why is that? Mayor Dalston put together a special task force to investigate the masked gentleman. If you want the truth, I've got no problem saying that maybe they could help you, or vice versa, because I've got nothing to hide. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dalston may have a point here, Professor. Yes, then it seems a visit to the mayor might be in order. Mr. Dalston, another letter for you. It's Speedy Gonzales, except he's not a mouse. There are two, actually. One for you and the other for Mr. Herschel Layton. For me. He wants us to know. Greetings from the masked gentleman. I hope you enjoyed last night's festivities. I know I did. It was so refreshing. You see, people who are made of stone cannot tell lies. In fact, they cannot do much of anything. They can only stand there, cold and unfeeling. To rob people of their ability to tell lies is quite miraculous, don't you think? Almost as miraculous as my follow-up tonight will be. I will be performing in the Gallery Plaza. I promise it will be an uplifting experience you don't want to miss. I hope to see you there. Ah, a warning from the masked gentleman, while I stood before you, no less. How did anyone know we were here? Professor, I think we are being watched. I believe you were right, Emmy. Look, that plaza is going to be teeming with tourists tonight. Someone may get hurt. We still have time before sundown. We need to inform the mayor of this. Shall we be off, Professor? Yes, let's go. The mayor should be down at City Hall. It's just past the Ledore mansion. He's probably meeting with his task force as we speak. I know he's got some detectives coming in from London too. Ooh, is Mr. Buffman Pompadour here as well? Hopefully you'll get there just in time to hear them falsely accuse me of being the masked gentleman. Ha ha. Maybe we will. Come now, look. Let's head to City Hall. Thank you, Dalston. This was informative. Oh, he meant the cactus, not the mansion. Good luck, Layton, and tell that lady to quit harassing my guard dog. No one conducts funny business on my property. Not Charlie Chaplin, not Buster Keaton, and certainly not you, Layton. Ooh. Thingy. Where's the little Mario question mark block? Here. Whose diary is this? Some tourists? Oh wait, new stuff. We search the study. Nobody is there. Dalston sucks. I'm not so sure about how adults think. You're all very confusing sometimes. Oh, wait. This overlay is confusing. Why is it over the map? City Hall must be down this way. But also, I found a thingy. At the mask shop, yeah. Warped mirror. Anything new from Angela? I haven't quite figured out how Dalston and the masked gentleman are linked. Ooh, there's a clown. I think this is it. Quite a marvelous building. Let's see if the mayor's task force is inside. And a cop. The task force briefing starts soon, but I think my partner is still investigating last night's crime scene. I've told him time and time again that gathering evidence is a waste of time. What evidence there was has been compromised by now. You don't think it's important to look for clues concerning the statue incident? At this point, crowds of people have been contaminating the scene. Plus, we're not very good at investigating in the first place. This know-it-all detective from London and the chief can't agree on anything, and that other burly detective is just a meathead. Oh, he's there. Gruski, I think. A meathead? What's a meathead? The chief's words, kid, not mine. What am I, a clown, doing here at City Hall? Perhaps I should be voting on a proposal like the other clowns down here. But alas alack, this is not my luck in life. Not my lot in life. I am resigned to entertaining the masses with shouts and hypnotic gesticulations. Miracles, masks, solve the mystery, stuff like that. Are you feeling entertained? Oddly enough, Juggles, I am. Although I could watch this all day, I would rather end this moment immediately. The life of a clown is a tiring one. The life of a circus clown, even more so. The weight of the world's smiles is upon my shoulders. Professor, I don't think I've ever seen a clown quite like this one. Nor I, but it seems that even a philosophical clown has a place in Montedor. Have a pleasant day, Juggles. I didn't think City Hall would be this big. Montedor continues to impress. It appears as if the entire police department is here. Oh, so it's not a dedicated City Hall building. I hope that's not the case. They do have a police station outside of town. Well, at least something. It might be a dedicated City Hall. It looks like they're taking the recent events very seriously. Shouldn't the police station be in the city center though? Yes, it appears the masked gentleman is receiving the attention he craves. We didn't see many officers after the stone statue incident. So I think it's safe to say that the police aren't getting any advance warnings. I can understand if this villain has a grudge against the town, but targeting innocent people just isn't right. I agree, Luke. We need to get to the bottom of things as quickly as possible. What if those people were fake all along? Hey, you are here. Here is City Hall. Is the mayor in? We'd like to speak with him regarding the task force he has assembled to investigate the masked gentleman. I'm sorry, but you will need the mayor's approval to talk to the task force. To get the approval, you need to see the mayor, which is what you just asked to do. I'll go see if he's available. Wow, I'm excited to meet the mayor. Managing a town like Montedor must be a big responsibility. Maybe I'll be a mayor when I grow up. How does Mayor Luke Triton sound? Oh my. Stamp and file, stamp and file. Every time the masked gentleman appears, the paperwork goes through the roof. All these officers and they still can't catch the guy. What if I were that bad guy at my job? No, what if I were that bad at my job? I'm just saying. How do they expect to solve crimes when they can't even solve this puzzle? Ahead. You have a stack of thin tiles that are 3 by 3 in size. There are 3 colors. Each tile is a solid color. Use the available tile and stack them on top of each other to construct a top head.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
The police can't solve this puzzle. That's an ordinary citizen can. No wonder this investigation is going nowhere. This isn't an ordinary citizen. This is an expert puzzle solver who loves heads. To be fair, the masked gentleman's actions are highly unpredictable. With safety as top priority, it could be risky to try and take the masked gentleman into custody when he appears in a crowd. I've heard the excuses more times than you can imagine. Tell me why those people who got turned into horses are still out there grazing like cows. Like people cows. Whatever. The task force is in the back meeting room. If you have the mayor's permission, go in if you'd like. I bet she and Chaglas would get along well. People are growing increasingly pessimistic here. It's tough to blame them. We need to catch the masked gentleman before he strikes again. Mayor Dalston, how are you doing? A pleasure to see you again. Oh, actually I don't believe we've met. My name is Professor Layton. I'm a friend of Angela Ledor's. What? Is that his nose? I'm Emi Altava. And I'm Luke Triton, the professor's apprentice. My colleagues and I are investigating the masked gentleman. We'd like your permission to discuss the case with your task force. Well, we could use some help, but we have a lot of sensitive information going around. How many puzzles have you solved so far? I see you are eminently qualified. Welcome to the task force. To be perfectly frank, our investigation has been rather bumpy. Oh no, I sure hope that's a moustache. The detectives from London and our local chief of police aren't getting along at all. That is unfortunate. I requested assistance from London, you know. I forgot the detectives' names, but they seem very capable. The task force strategy meeting is about to begin. I hope some progress will be made. Progress. Perhaps please join the meeting if you'd like. It sounds like the fighting has already begun. I would be grateful for anything you could do to defuse the situation. Detectives from London? I wonder. Just head to the briefing room back there. Thank you for your help, Mayor Dalston. Is that a camera? Is he filming the task force meeting? Oh.
Don't you sneak up on me like that! Who let a child in here?
I'm no child. I'm Luke Triton, apprentice to Professor Layton. Ah, of course. Inspector Grosky. We should have known it was you. How did you get in here with all the competent police officers?
Emmy, how rude. If you're not careful, you might end up hurting my feelings. Guess I'll have to turn to my arrest record at Scotland Yard to cheer me up.
And how many of those arrests came with the Professor's help? About half?
Yeah, I suppose that sounds about right. Good to see you too, Emmy.
Professor Layton, I presume.
You.
Detective Inspector Leonard Bloom, Senior Detective at Scotland Yard.
I don't know. Just because he's skinny doesn't mean he's the bad guy.
That's quite the title. Herschel Layton, how do you do?
Wow, this must be a really big deal to dispatch two Scotland Yard's finest.
Yeah,
guess so.
he just came from Scotland Yard.
I wonder how the local police feel about bringing in external help.
How did all these people get in my briefing room? Who are these civilians? Where's my tea?
Chief Sheffield, may I introduce Professor Herschel Layton? Scotland Yard has solved many difficult cases with his assistance. I assure you, any help he can offer will be invaluable to us.
All right then. Just make sure he doesn't get in the way.
Gen 1 Pokemon Ice, strike again.
Now, if we're done with the pleasantries, I'd like to get on with solving this case.
New journal entries, we went to City Hall. The mayor seems to have two giant warts on the sides of his nose. Detective Blue. Ah, Montedor. Where is this villain who has been terrorizing the city? You, stop in the name of the yard. Yes, how may I be of assistance, sir? Tell me everything you know. About what? Oh, playing dumb, eh? Let's cut to the chase. You tell me about the masked gentleman, or I'm taking you both in. Oh, of course. See, it appears that this man has stolen the Mask of Chaos and is using it to commit nefarious deeds. He calls these acts dark miracles, but I would sooner call them nightmares. Nightmares, you say? Well, we can't let it go unchecked, can we? Toying with innocent citizens like that? It may interest you to know that a special task force has been established over at City Hall. Is that so? Well, that's where I need to be. Time to serve this masked man a piping hot justice pie. Grosky out. Wait, sir. City Hall is the other way. Oh, well, once he finds it, he should get along with our police force famously. Let's get this meeting started before I turn great. Too late. Whew, not yet. If you have anything to take care of, get to it and tell me when you're ready. How long is this meeting going to last? Maybe we should all run in place if we're gonna be here a while. Fitness first, you know. You could probably run up the walls. You should try jogging your mind, Grosky. Maybe not. Maybe his chest is too heavy to run up the walls. He's an endurance runner. If you've finished your business, please let Chief Sheffield know and I'll get started. Files. Are those case files? Where's the wine? Sure. Nobody better have to go to the loo.
Let's not drag this out any longer than we need to. Grab a seat and sit in it.
At least they have different faces. The generic cops.
Bloom, the floor's all yours. Please, if you would give me your attention, then perhaps I could help you apprehend the masked gentleman. Since you have proven yourselves to be astoundingly ineffective thus far, we've brought in some extra brain power to expose the truth behind these dark miracles.
Professor?
This masked buffoon has made 4 appearances. We will now dissect each one carefully.
We must demystify the masked gentleman section in order to fully analyze this case. We have a special guest here. His skills of deduction are unparalleled. Professor Layton, do you have anything to add? Yes, we have been investigating the masked gentleman on our own. Where shall I begin? Let's begin with the most bizarre. Do you have any information on the horse incident? I've been able to gather very little on that incident specifically. However, I understand there were witnesses. Indeed. Perhaps we should fill you in on what we know. Please do. Have you seen the statements we took from the witnesses at the scene? No, but I'd like to if you don't mind. I'll summarize the confirmed witness statements as they relate to the evidence recovered at the scene. The event occurred at night. The carnival's parade was in full swing. As the parade approached a bend in the road near the merchant district, the masked gentleman appeared. I assumed there was a large crowd. Yes, as was expected, no doubt. A flash of light appeared in the sky, and the masked gentleman was seen on the ledge of a building. According to reports, the light then grew in intensity to the point of temporarily blinding the onlookers. A distraction. When the light subsided, it appeared that some of the onlookers had been transformed into horses. Only a few personal effects were left behind. The bodies of the tourists could not be found. Inspector Bloom, do you have a theory as to what happened that night? I do. Please allow me to confirm a couple of items before we continue. The parade here always happens at the same time, correct? Yes, it starts at 8 p.m. Were you able to confirm the identities of the tourists who were transformed? No. Oddly enough, the tourists' belongings contain no forms of identification. It's always tourists. So nobody's missing from the city. Thank you, Detective Bloom. Looking at the information at hand, I believe the truth is clear. The masked gentleman obviously tricked witnesses into believing people had been turned into horses. There was one essential element to this manipulation of the crowd. time? Light. Sudden light at night. It was already dark by the time the parade began. It's much easier to pull off a trick of the eyes at night. I agree, Layton. It's much more likely that an audience will miss something under a night sky. Several witnesses reported that they saw the tourists actually transform. I, however, am not a believer in the dark equine arts. Good. Now that's some nightmare stuff. It's the stuff of nightmares. There were no tourists. Or maybe they were closing their eyes in the light. I have a sneaking suspicion that there were no tourists. I mean, tourists would watch, but there were no victims. Perhaps there were no tourists. There is nothing to suggest that, Layton. By the time the horses appeared, the onlookers would have closed their eyes. Exactly. Against the night sky, the human eye would be quite sensitive to the blinding light that was reported. The masked gentleman temporarily blinded those present to cover his actions. Horses were then immediately brought in as the so-called tourists left. But if that's true, there is still one thing left to explain. Hiding horses in the museum or in the sewers. Nearby alleyways, one could hide them down various alleys and quickly bring them out into the plaza. Well done, Layton. I see your reputation is well earned. So if I may summarize, first it seems that the location of this act was key. The plaza is surrounded by several dark alleys. Due to a bend in the road, the area isn't fully visible until you enter it. Just before the event, everyone was absorbed in the parade. No one was paying any attention to the alleyways. A bright light suddenly appeared, blinding the crowd, and at that moment the horses were drawn from the alleys. Then people disguised as tourists left behind some prop belongings and hid somewhere, possibly back in the alleys. Once the witnesses had regained their sight, they saw horses everywhere. Exactly, but there's no evidence supporting the notion that the masked gentleman had accomplices planted in the crowd. That's true, but isn't it suspicious that the personal belongings found at the scene contained no forms of identification? Also, had they been tourists, their families would have undoubtedly filed missing person reports. Agreed. That was my conclusion as well. What? So the masked gentleman's dark miracle was just some stupid parlor trick? Yes, Chief Sheffield. I'm sorry to inform you and your simpletons. It was not actually magic. Simply a well-executed illusion. I don't like that tone, Bloom. Take a break, folks. Bloom and I are gonna have a few words. Layton, find me when I'm done. Classic! Very Layton-esque. I can't wait to hear you explain the next one. It's reassuring to have you here. I felt like I'm the only rational one in this town. Sheffield is as calm as he's going to get. Please let him know when you are ready to continue. Can we go and get the information out of some more people? Wait, there's a puzzle? Nothing in the lilies? That's not what I wanted. Nothing in the books either. The lamp! The power cables for the lamps are connected in a rather peculiar way. Which one goes where, Professor? It's a lot of cables for one lamp. You have 4 cables plugged into 4 sockets. As they run through pipes, you have no idea which cable connects to which socket. You know only part of where cables B and C run through. The length of cable inside is 6 meters for each cable. Each section of pipe is 1 meter long. While the vertical pipes can hold as many cables as needed, the horizontal pipes can hold only 1 cable. Each cable, total of 6. No. I have a color setting. See, it has to go through 2 vertical lines. Of course. Let's simplify it. History.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Ah, that's that then. Still quite odd. We can't get out! Fine. We're stuck in this room so far, but I'll see you next time.